Hey guys. Right. See where we are. Chapter 2, Bound in Darkness.
Sarah! Is this for real?
Lake Bresha.
This must be Lake Bresha? Well, I guess we
Hey
fell
guys,
from up
hope
there,
you're okay.
and the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Sarah! No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got...
Uh-oh.
Hey! Watch
Let's
out!
see.
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of the sea. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're the sea now.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, it's been a while. You can assign characters the most effective roles for a given situation by changing the party's paradigm. Paradigm? You can switch between paradigms as often as you like. First, press LB to access your party's paradigm deck. Oh, I remember now. Each paradigm assigns specific roles to the members of your party. These roles define the spells and abilities available to the party member, as well as their general behaviour in combat. There's a wide variety of paradigms to choose from. Offensive paradigms, concentrating on dealing damage, blah blah blah. And you have to remember there's ones to load up the chain boost as well. You can press. That was it. Getting 2 Ravagers. Target whichever will quickly filling damage chain gorge. Or wish to continue using Relentless paradigm. Press B. Oh, I've just remembered taking down the big adamantoids when you're building up the chain to drop them to the knees and stuff. Hello, Rob. And a hello, Alexa. Sorry, it doesn't actually say that there's anyone watching. There must be something buggy with my YouTube. Let me just refresh it.
So we really are Lissy.
Looks like it.
You
No, it
too?
actually says there's no one watching,
Yep.
even though there's people commenting.
Right here.
Okay.
But when I go to participants, it says that we're all in here. Strange, the YouTube chat. I don't find it very accurate, to be honest. Oh, you both do it? Are you okay?
I don't even know you. Will you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault.
I recognise your picture
It's
from
your fault,
the
mate.
Facebook page, mate.
You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
Shane Vincent Parnell, is it? Looks similar to that picture anyway.
Sorry.
Rob is a bot. He's a bot that messages me every single day and talks to me about
You'll see.
like a proper homie.
Off we
Never
go.
met him. But he's like a close friend through streaming. Nice to see you, Shane. Thanks for the support, mate. Appreciate you dropping in.
Let's see.
I know I've got you on Facebook, but I'm gathering because that account that you follow, is it because I've met you in one of the Facebook groups as well?
Why me?
I really need to sort out the speed of the camera on this. Just check behind me, see if there's any chests. No. Lake Bresha. There's that.
Trust the soldier to keep her cool through this mess.
Yeah, so we actually, I don't know if you're in it, the Final Fantasy HQ group. There's actually one that me and Rob are admins in.
If we don't know our focus,
We
how do
made it,
complete
I think, well, this year, but earlier in the year.
I saw it.
I don't actually see you in that
So
group, to be
what?
honest, in the sense of commenting and
That
sharing,
is
unless
how
I've just
focus
missed you.
comes down, people. The Foul Sea, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All
You probably
get
just
is a
don't
hazy
comment when I
glimpse.
look at the group.
Well, you know, that's what they say.
But by the way, is the audio levels better today, Rob? And are they okay for you as well, Shane?
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok. Ah, cool. The mic settings were a bit low yesterday. Sorry, on Sunday night. I thought I'd sorted them out today, so just wanted to make sure.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
How are we supposed to know what to do from
I know
that?
Final Fantasy X and Final
That's the
Fantasy
tricky
13 are
part.
similar in the way
The dream's
the
only
map
hint the
works,
Foul Sea
very
gives us.
linear, but then
Figuring
there's
out what
open
to do with it.
fields.
That's
Without
agile.
obviously checking up on it, which is the
okay.
one
We're pulseless.
where there's a
right?
big
Enemies at
open
the core.
field you can get on
So,
chocobos and
Does
stuff.
that mean that our
And in the
focus is-
background behind the mountain you can see
Are we
Titan,
supposed to
Save her.
as in the
Save what?
Guardian Force. Titan,
Our
just you like,
focus is
you know,
to
just
protect Cocoon.
it is a mission later on in the game. I'm sure it's this
And
one.
why's that?
Sarah told us.
Yeah, I thought so,
Let's
Rob.
do
There's
it.
literally a little tiny nozzle.
We're all in this
Let me just see
together.
that. Little nozzle just
I'm
here
gonna
at the
look for
front.
Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
And you just turn it from left to
I'll come
right.
too.
From gathering, when it's down left, you've got to be really close. But when it's all the way to the right, it picks up the whole room.
That boy
So I had
can't
it all the way
stay still.
down to the left. So when I was speaking here, people couldn't hear me. I was having to sit here like this. But I've just put it in the middle. See, that exactly, I keep on thinking it's 30, and I hope it is, because I loved the battle system. And the reason I think it is, because I'm pretty sure it was the paradigms, or paradigms, whatever you want to call them, that you used to take down the big adamantoids, take them to the knees. I'm pretty sure that was the one where you could see Titan in the background, and if it is, I literally remember this so much. I forgot how much I love this game. Well, let's have a look at the tutorial. It's been years since I played it. Mysterium. Next used... So let's just go to lightning. Yes, I remember. As you can see, the rune crystal is illuminated. Limited crystals represent known abilities. Lightning can use the offense magic spell Rumen. Now she's playing the role as the commando. Dimmed. Advance to the next path of the Cristogenesis by holding A. Doing so will consume Cristogen points. Gotta be up, hasn't it? Yeah, well, what I've done is I completed all three. I think... I'll check and I can't think what year, but when it came out I was young. And I must admit, like, the storyline of 13 is so complicated if you don't, like, knuckle down and listen, you know. So I think maybe a lot of people might have lost interest in the sense of it's quite a hard storyline to grasp. Then obviously Final Fantasy 13 2, obviously just sort of similar style of play. But then number 3 threw me a bit. I really loved it. Absolutely loved number 3. I loved the way it had the monorail system to get from place to place. But I didn't like the time situation. You could get that far in the game and then make, you know, from what I remember, make a save point. Just say, for instance, you were on the last dungeon for the last section of the map, and you never left yourself enough time to complete the game. You were knackered, if I remember correctly. You had to literally, if you wanted to complete the game, you'd have to start it again. And now for me, that was just, I don't even think I like continue. I think I literally just went, right, can't be dealing with that, because there was some good caves. In the sense of like loot caves in Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. If I remember correctly, it's like sand dunes. Like, and to do them, I've probably wasted loads of time with like skipping, going from monorail to monorail to monorail and stuff. Because I think that used to waste like half a day, if I remember correctly, and you could fast travel to certain areas. I never left myself enough time to do like 100% completion of the game. And I think it done my head in that you had to complete it in a certain amount of time, otherwise like the clock turned to 12 or whatever it was and it was game over. I can't remember it precisely. Yeah, it was, but the thing is, Shane, like, Final Fantasy's never done that before. You know, what, if you didn't get to the end of the game, if you didn't complete the game by this time, that was it, game over. The only thing I would say though is when you completed the game, could you then go back and do all the dungeons? I can't remember if I've done that or not. That's some decent there, I know. So, right, yeah, I think I did complete it, but I didn't do the New Game Plus. So in New Game Plus, am I right in thinking you started again? But there was no time limit? Or did you just literally start... from where you completed the game? I can't remember. I know there was... You basically start off, you're a lot stronger again or something. Oh, thanks for the subscribe. Jane with the first subscription on a live stream. I didn't even check to see if that came through, like on the screen, on the alert that it come through. Ah, really? Ah, it was quite long-winded then, because the game itself wasn't... Unless I'm just getting mistaken for exploring. Did that come through on the screen then, Rob? In the sense of like... You start the game with all the weapons you obtained and strength and HP and so on from doing quests. Oh, so you literally just fly through a story mode and you can get to the end dead quick. Yeah, did the subscription come up as an alert on the YouTube thing? On the screen for use? Ah, same. Ramjet. Yeah, I'm logged into it. Yeah, I'll just do a test one now. I've just done a test one now. It came through on me. Like I say, I didn't hear that. No, I didn't see an alert either because I would have heard it. It's just come up then because I've like it. That's strange. I've got a Twitch channel, Shane, and I did have, if I remember, like 400 followers on it from when I used to play FIFA. But that's it. They're just all kids from when I used to play FIFA. So it was kind of just like, I don't know, a bit pointless. In the sense of it was a bit pointless for me because I thought I've got 400 subscribers on YouTube are all Final Fantasy or the Division fans, so I thought I might as well just stick with it. And obviously time watching stuff, it was Rob has helped me out so much with my my YouTube, like setting up streaming and stuff. I've had all the gear, just no idea. I've spent just a ridiculous amount of money recently on getting a new computer and getting all bits and bobs and stuff. They're the only two I need at the moment. Camera's not very responsive when you use the right stick. No, it's the Samsung Meteor mic. There's not. It's. I'd say the quality's not as good as the Yeti, but they're around about the same price. And when you look at reviews, they both get similar reviews. So when I bought this, it was on offer on Amazon years ago. Didn't use it for absolute yonks. It sat in a little tiny like material cover in a box in the attic when I lived at my mum's. That's how old it is. And then when I started doing it again, I just picked it up, seen that it was fine, and thought, what's the point in getting a blue Yeti when very minimal what you know the difference between them. Do you stream, Shane? Do you play much many games? What console do you play on? Alright, yeah, that's what I mean. When it's like, I know it sounds stupid, but it's like the way PlayStation and Xbox compare to each other. You know, there's similarities. Both basically do the same job, apart from exclusives, obviously. The only you know, the next time I buy a new mic will be if I'm making money from YouTube or I've got enough money to just go, yeah, you know, let's buy a new mic. I've got 2 kids and I've spent probably on my setup altogether. The computer was about 1100. My Xbox One X, obviously brand new. I got that the day it came out. My monitors were about 700 or 800 quid. Obviously there's little bits and bobs, you know. So I've spent a couple of grand, you know, 2 to 3 grand on getting set up. It's expensive, obviously. But I'm sorted now, and to be fair, my fiance's been like, you know, she's let me. Considering we've got 2 kids, I won't be spending much more money.
Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? Was to stop us from putting it to good use.
Dead by Daylight. No, hang on, what game am I thinking of? Yeah, Daylight's the zombie one, isn't it? No, that's Dying Light, isn't it? I say I've smashed Dying Light. Love Dying Light, love Dead Island. Absolutely, you know, smashed all the way through them.
Ragnarok. That's the reason we're l'Cie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Oh, that's good to know. The mic's good
why don't
anyway.
you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah.
Because we had a few problems
She said to
on Sunday with it.
Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof
So
right
many
there.
cinematics in this
She
game, though,
completed
remember.
her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well,
Oh,
I
that was
don't buy
good.
it.
I can't wait for number 2.
We have the power to save Cocoon.
Ooh.
If we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help
Sounds
it?
good.
Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
That's not the one where there's like a room of people and they might be at like a formal party, and one of the 4 people in the team is the killer, and the sniper's got to snipe them before they kill the targets or something like that.
Maybe.
Like I've seen CD and the Third playing a game like that on PC, and I thought it looked amazing.
Nice gun.
Samsung Q2, yeah. Command execution tutorial. Yeah, I think I will view that. If you wish to manually enter commands in battle, choose abilities first. Disposal selections, your disposal, choose abilities, and then press A. I think I'm there. Now the Her Gorgeous note is longer, it also takes longer to fill. However, you can execute commands at any time. To do so, simply press Y. Oh yeah, this will execute commands assigned in charge seconds left over, so will carry on to the next turn. Now take a look at the abilities from the list. The number next to each ability has an ATP bar. Nice. So, if we do a... She is indeed.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. This guy's a psychom, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but SciCom's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old
You
soldier.
what?
He's got
You
more training
hated
than
Final
special
Fantasy
forces.
13, Rob.
Nothing for us l'Cie to be afraid
Hey,
of.
we've just been having this discussion before.
Their grunts
Why
might be
did people
great,
give us
but
such a
Psychon's
bashing? Because it
elites are
had some of the
cold-blooded
best
beasts.
characters,
They hit the
one of the
field,
best
it's game
storylines,
over.
and obviously it was a more modern title, so the graphics and the gameplay was there.
Then let's
I
run
think
away.
what really done it
Ciao.
harm was its linear gameplay
wait.
early on. Because there's a lot of linear gameplay, I think up to like chapter 10 or something, if I remember correctly. But also the storyline was quite hard to follow, but apart from that, should be loving Final Fantasy 13. So actually, Rob, once I loaded up Streamlabs, I've just tested it there. I don't have to do anything else, do I? No reason why. Oh, I had to approve that comment, Rob. Can you please refrain from vulgar language in my stream, family stream and all that?
I wonder what happened to everyone else.
You know, it's funny, yeah, it was, but I loved Final Fantasy X. Oh, so good. In fact, I've made a few videos, like Final Fantasy videos, and one of them was a Final Fantasy X Aeon Lore video, because I just remember how much I loved that. I think what was good about Final Fantasy X was they had that big, huge open map where you got to do loads of leveling and stuff. But do you remember, because the Anima's dungeon was to the right, over a little bridge or something. Yojimbo was down in the crevice. And I think to get the Guardian Forces, the Aeon, sorry, the whole, like, the way you done it, they just nailed everything, I thought. And obviously Blitzball, what an inclusion that is, like, as for a side quest. No, where you thought we all bitched, so they gave us an incomplete Final Fantasy 15. It actually come up in my chat to say hide or approve comments, because you said the word bitch. So I was just joking about saying family friendly stream and all that. Yeah, and the reason that, yeah, because one of my next videos is on the Guardian Force of Final Fantasy VIII. So that's why get mixed up with them. What did I pick up then? What item did I pick up then? I hope you can have a bangle. How was it? Cheers. Yeah, it was them, wasn't it? Pebble sized shard, let's catch a combo, so yeah. Okie doke. Right, let's get some progress made. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy VII was my first. Before I played Final Fantasy VII, I was very much just a sports kind of gamer, really. And then Final Fantasy VII just changed my world when it came to gaming. I loved RPGs and long, like, you know, long longevity games. So Final Fantasy, The Division was an amazing shooter that just had this, like, 3 years later I'm still playing it, you know. I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 2, 12, all them, all the 13s, 15. And then I think I have dabbled in, like, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, but I don't think I ever completed it. Oh. Any chance you can use a heal for Neil? You are as well. Maybe they'll change it to that.
Try that on me.
Oh wow. That make you older than me then, Shane?
Anytime.
Oh wow, okay. So you're younger than me. Oops. I want to go down there, don't I, just in case there's anything to pick up. Yeah, there is. The first game, right, okay, so I must have been when I was about 5 or 6. My dad got me a Commodore 64, and it had it had like the footy games and stuff that were preloaded into the Commodore itself. I forget what the football game was, like Stickman Soccer or Sensible Soccer. But the main first game that I played was Flimbo's Quest. If you've never played it, you could probably find a ROM for it now on your laptop or your PC. And you're basically a little guy with a little gun, and it was 2D, a bit like Mario. And it was similarly, you had to jump from place to place with Mario, but you'd have like monsters moving left to right or right to left on the screen. Ones that couldn't leave a platform obviously just went back and forth, and 3 of them on each map would flash. A bit like when somebody's been staggered on this, and they flash, and you'd have to kill those 3 things and collect scrolls. And when you collected 3 scrolls, you could open the door, which was in the middle of the middle of the level, to get to the next map, the next boss. Honestly, honest to God, Flimbo's Quest was probably my first memory of computer games. But to be honest, I suppose like every gamer, when you start playing computer games, you just know you're going, like, you know, I'm 33 now. Like, I know even when I get to 50. In fact, I know 50, 60-year-old people who play PlayStation 4. Not loads, just 1 or 2 people. And they're very active. Like, you know, your grandparents used to do crosswords and used to keep them, like, clever on the ball. Well, you know, the people I know who play games who are older are so alert still. And I just don't think I'll ever give up gaming. It's just, even, like, for instance, I've got 2 sons. One of them's 5 now. He's got a Switch and an iPad. He's learning slowly. He loves playing FIFA. He loves playing Mario Kart. He loves watching me play things like Fortnite. We watch YouTube together, all that. And he's 100. He loves his football like I do. If you ever give him the option to play football or go on a computer, he'd always pick football. But he loves computer games, so I'm so happy because he'll be able to play with me. Do a YouTube channel, Dad and Lad Gaming. Yes, yeah, everyone's played Zelda, but this Flimbo's Quest, I'm pretty sure when it first came out would have been late 80s. I would have got it early 90s. Alright, Rob, no worries, mate. Speak to you soon.
Problem with that is, you're one of them. Hey, trying to take on the post.
Give me the fuser, by the way.
That was our first mistake. You should have left it to
Got this today off for clients for work.
Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's Foul Sea for food.
I thought I'd have it in here because I've got my dog in here as well, so I don't want the back room stinking of my dog.
You still helped us do it. Why is that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
What?
Right. Whereabouts are we on the map here? Upright core. I can't actually work out where that is on the map that I'm looking at. Oh, I can now. Where's the map from? Oh, that was a bit before my time. Played any of the HGs like. You know what, mate? Yeah, probably have. You probably have to say them to me, and then I'll tell you if I played them, if you know what I mean. I played loads, but obviously remember them's another story. Yes, Rob. Give me that watch time, baby. Need some watch time. Hey, swear to God, you're both doing a really good job on that front, to be fair. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, Shane. So, obviously I know you game every day. Do you, when you say before you do a bit of Twitch streaming, do you do it like, say, like, every other day, or just like every once a month, or whatever? Have you got any aspirations of making it a permanent thing? What's your plan on the gaming front, or are you just happy just playing, you know, just with friends and stuff?
I'll take care.
I played Kingdom Hearts, definitely. And I'm pretty sure I played Shadow Hearts, but I can't even remember what that game is. I just remember the name. Let me just Google it. Oh yeah, played that. I couldn't tell you much about it. I couldn't tell you if I completed it though. But I remember playing it. Yeah. Did you set up lightning this way on purpose, or did you just get lucky? Oh, right, sorry, the light. Do you know what? I thought you were talking about lightning in the game for some reason. Mentioned this to you yesterday. I just got, well, I was going to put the light on, but then it was like the monitor light off there, the monitor light off there, and I don't think you got this before. But I've got a little bit of ambience going on with the diffuser that I got from a customer today. It just kind of reflected nice, so I thought I'll keep the light off. Yeah. Oh, where can I mind it? Oh, right, okay. Sorry to hear that, Shane. I had a brother who suffered, let's just say. So I know it can be a lonely and dark place, but I've been there, not really bad, but I have had, you know, little flashes of it. And you've just always got to remember, no matter how bad you think things are, things always get better. And it's so true. It's a cliche, but it's the truest thing ever. Everything, if you think you're at your lowest, obviously nothing's going to get worse than that. So if you can overcome that, things will only get better. And they always do. If you're a positive person, things will always get better. It is, yeah. Do you know what it is? It's the double 4K, the 4K Xbox 4K, and then the 4K PC. It probably will be, Rob, but it won't be fun because you won't change too much. Yes, Shane, me and Rob, well, one reason that I started getting into streaming was because I thought Final Fantasy VII Remake was going to be out soon. So that was one reason I started to pick up on it. But we've made a few, like I've made a few Final Fantasy VII Remake videos. And Rob has joined me on a podcast, which we've done with a few other YouTubers. You can find that on the channel if you go back near the beginning of the year. There's not that many videos to scroll through. I've not updated, you know, uploaded every day, a couple of times a month max. But we done a podcast and talked about what we, you know, what we would hope would happen in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that might be worth you checking out if you get a spare hour or so. Just to, we cover everything that we know so far and what we hope to see in the game. See, Rob, that's the best thing to do. He's got 2 kids. His missus was so fine with him getting all that stuff, as long as he paid for it and put bills first before this. Come on, love, give me some of that catalogue credit and let me splash out. Ooh. That's all you have to say. Yeah, well, the thing is, Shane, right, if you ever, obviously, I'm gathering you like Final Fantasy and stuff. If you ever wanted to get involved with any collabs, podcasts, if you sound quite clued up on Final Fantasy, so you wanted to spread your wings and get involved, by all means, mate.
I'll get you out of there.
We'll just, the reason I mentioned this, sorry, about your streaming and stuff is because we have just, I don't know if you know this, but Final Fantasy HQ is owned by the Gaming Lad Facebook page and website, which I own. So we've got a Facebook, a Final Fantasy group, the Division 2 group, we've got a general Gamers HQ group, and we've just started another group called YouTube Creators HQ, so for people who want to learn how to stream, get tips, hints and tips, collaborate, join affiliate programs with the Gaming Lad to help promote their work, and then general, technical support from other like-minded individuals. It's just a little group we put together. So if you ever get interested in me, just let me know and I'll add you to it.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Have you been drinking that liquor in a brown bottle again that you done on the charity stream?
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does.
Yeah, I've had 4 subscribers in the last 23 hours, Rob. I think they're all to do with me Facebook and Final Fantasy pages. Because I put a few posts up saying that I've started the Final Fantasy 13 stream. Here's the link if you want to follow it. And I'm pretty sure they've all come from that, including Shane. Oh, I was talking to you. I completely missed what he tried to do then.
Stand back!
Yes, I will, because I've lost track of where I'm up to with this story. Oh, major encounter, here we go. Okay, we got it. Yeah, it's the only unmanly thing about Snow, isn't it? Is bum chin hair. I swear, there's nothing manly about that whatsoever. Look at a man with a little bit of growth going on, and there's him dropping little pubes on his chin. I don't think so, Rob. I'll tell you the name of the 4 people now, because they're just on your notifications. Oh, I'm trying to do that. So, there was Shane. McDragon01, Saya Marie Surge, and FFC F09. They were the 4 people who subbed. Infinite Chain Gorge has been like, please finish any healing as soon as possible and shift back to Relentless. I found it. Oh. I'll mess that up. Saz, yeah. He's got a little streak of myself in him. Might use him more often. I think last time I just used Lightning, Snow and Hope. I want to use Vanille a bit more in this game. Not wrong with that, Rob. If I remember correctly, wasn't there a way to use all your abilities on a certain paradigm and then shift back and you just drop them all straight away again? Was it literally straight after you used it? Have to use a potion as well, I think. Hello, Bryna. 55 minutes in. Probably been talking the majority of it, to be honest with you. But you haven't missed much. We're still in Bresha. This is the first major encounter. I've now just been killing the seeds. The Lassie, and yes, turn notifications on. Oh, that's what I meant to say to you, Brian. I've seen your YouTube post in the group. Everything's fine with it. Obviously, I'm not got a problem with you doing it. But add your thumbnail or an image to it, because I noticed it got no likes or interaction. I think people like an image to associate with a post. That's what I've been doing. Just thought to mention it to you.
Want to help Sarah too?
Get those notifs on.
But without tools, we could be digging.
We've gone for a bit of ambience tonight as well, Brian. Or Brian.
The army's on our trail. We
got a diffuser off me customer today as a present. Rocking with a bit of lemon.
So I just abandoned her and saved myself?
Rob likes the lighting that I've got going on. It's not professional in this lightest. It's just a free gift I got off the client.
Isn't that what you promised?
Paradigm.
Forget it all and die.
Cheers. No, thank you very much. It's been doing me head in. I think it done me head in all those years ago in the first place.
You're nothing but talk.
Paradigm. Paradigm was I calling it? Paradigm. Okay. Thank you very much, Rob. Much appreciated. Now I sound a bit more professional.
Lightning.
Paradigm. Paradigm sounds better, Rob. I'm not going to lie. Paradigm does sound better.
And keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Oh, I didn't use any of the CP that I earned then as well. Oh, is the mic better today as well, Bryna?
Stay out of trouble.
You do.
Get going.
I pronounce it paradigm, but I could be wrong. Where are you from, Shane? These two are from America.
Later.
So, where are you from?
Snow.
And I'm going to stick with me UK buddy on this one.
Save it for next
Sorry,
time,
Rob.
kiddo.
It's definitely paradigm. You've had it, mate. You 3-1 now.
But
you and your little Arkansas language.
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
yeah, count on it.
Paradigm. Lol. Tomato, tomato, isn't it, Rob?
I'll get you out of there.
Paradigm. Yeah, like he's digging it now. Look at him there. He's digging his paradigm. Look at him. He's trying to use them CP points.
Count on it.
He wants level 5 commando attacks. Like lightning.
I'm not happy about leaving the kid on his own. We
Lasagna
gotta
day.
keep moving.
Let's have a look at the Mysterium. Just before we start this, anyone want any give any tips? Is it best just to concentrate on one for each character now? So, Lightning Commando, Snow Sentinel, Vanille, Medic. No, because Ravager's the one that boosts the chain up, isn't it? So I need to do both. I can't remember the best way to go about them. Right, so I want to get that anyway. I think I'm probably best at least completing this one node first, aren't I? Sorry, that was it. No, I completely forgot about Fang. They were the 3 I used. Lightning, Snow, Fang. I literally couldn't really care about healing when I played this last. I just wanted to use them. See, that's another thing. In Final Fantasy VII, even Final Fantasy VII, I used to use Cloud, Barret, and Nanaki. They were my 3 characters every time I played it. Never played with anybody else. I think Final Fantasy XIII is one of the Final Fantasies where I really wanted to use other characters. Like, for instance, in Final Fantasy VII, there was no set medic. Like, in Final Fantasy IX, you had Vivi, who used to concentrate on using all your magic, you know, things like that. Final Fantasy VII didn't, so you just picked your 3 best. With this one, there's like 4 or 5 people that you think, oh, I love using him. Do you know what, Rob? I probably could nail a good American accent, but because I'm a little bit like, I don't know, like learning on this, a bit nervous. If I went out for a pint with you, I'd be taking the piss out of you all night, just like trying to do your accent. Do you know what I mean? And I'd be good at it. I'm not gonna lie, but no, I'm not gonna humiliate myself 2 episodes in of a Final Fantasy stream. The Snow just sodded off somewhere. I missed that completely. Where's he gone? Yeah, you don't get the saboteur yet, do you? Nostalgia. I know it's not that old to be nostalgic, but I'm feeling it. Yeah, where's... Ah, so you don't have to use the characters to earn CP for them? Or is that all the CP I earned for them when I used them? Yeah, sorry, Hope, you're not getting in on the action. Didn't it just... Oh, yeah. You don't use... If I remember correctly, though, you don't use any of that, do you? And if I remember correctly, wasn't it good to have three Ravengers on to get the chain boost up and then change into Commando to nail the chain boost so it didn't go back down? Yeah, and improve chain core. We'll have that one on as well. What I want to do, I want to check. He's only got Ravager medic. He's got Ravager medic. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to need any more than that. Marcos! No worries, mate. No, appreciate. Well, to be honest, that's your first, your first involvement. There's going to be plenty more opportunities, mate.
Time to be rested.
I don't know if Rob recognises his name. This is the new guy that's joined the Gaming Lad writing team, Rob. He's the one who done the Luigi review. Luigi's Mansion review for the 3DS.
Maybe we shouldn't have met him.
We've just created a YouTube creators group. I think that's what it's called. Rob will back me up on that. For people who are interested in, one, succeeding a bit more on YouTube, but also one of the things that we're going to offer the people who join the group is giving them a chance to get their videos embedded on the Gaming Lad website. So, for instance, I noticed that your YouTube channel, Marcus, you haven't done anything on it yet. If you were to make a review video of you just some gameplay on Luigi's Mansion, 5-6 minute video, 10 minutes if you want to, depends obviously if you can think of enough content. Obviously you can download the content anywhere from another YouTube video, whatever, doesn't really matter, and then you voice over your review, your actual article, because you're already writing the article. Then I can embed your video in the article on the website. If you go through a few of the other articles and reviews, Rob will probably be able to put you in a direction you can do that. So just a thought, if you wanted to put a little bit of focus on making a short video to go with your reviews. Yeah, I used to use 3 Ravengers to whack it straight up and then change and hit with, like, say 3 Commandos or something to keep the chain boost up there. I think they all like the stream. I don't know if Marcus, Marcos, Marco, is it Marcos? Marcos. I don't know if you're subscribed to the YouTube, but if you're not, do it and see if the alert pops up for us, because we missed it before when Shane subbed, and I wanted to see if it worked, because it should be working. Oh, shit. Okay, where am I on this map? Marcos. I'll send it in the writing group later. But I'm completely lost to where we are, not gonna lie.
I hope Snow's okay.
I found it. I thought I found it. Why is there no map? Anyone know why I haven't got a map in my top left corner? Why I keep on needing to press that? Because it's actually really annoying me that I haven't got a map to follow. A HUD. Oh, I see what you mean, to the English side of it is easy. I get you. I know, I get you what you mean. But the only reason I was thinking it is because you gave me your YouTube link to promote. So if you looked at the bottom of the article, I would have had your 4 links. Your blog, your YouTube, your Instagram, and your Facebook. When you go to the team page, you can only have 3. So I left your Facebook out because obviously it's a bit more personal, and just had your blog, your YouTube, and your Instagram. But obviously, if you want, just so you know, one of the ways to benefit from what you're doing with the gaming lad is to use YouTube. And if you're getting, oh my god, I need to go down there, don't I? If you're adding YouTube video embeds to a website, and a website is referring back to your YouTube channel, it's really good for your your YouTube algorithm and stuff. Embeds, they're called. They're really good. I'm gonna share your stream on my Discord, right? Oh, am I even in your Discord, Brian? I must be, mustn't I? Surely. That would be much appreciated. I'll take a look later on Marcos. See where I'm from, Marcos. I'm gathering your Marcos. Where I'm from, my accent is quite strong, so it's actually quite hard for me to say Marcos, where I'm used to just saying Marcos or Marcus. For me to say Marcos, I have to emphasize that. But, you know, obviously it's your name, I'll call you it. Marcos. And to be honest, I've got friends called Marcus, and like I'll just call them Cuss, or you know, something really short, because that's what we do where I'm from. Like, instead of saying friend, we'll say lad, so like gaming lad. So a boy is called a lad, but if I'd say it to a friend, I'd go, alright lad. That's how I'd say hello to somebody. And then even shorter, I'd say, alright la. So I'd even drop the D to say la, with lazy accent. Actually, it's probably one of the most laziest accents thinking about it. The English language, people who, well, us English are lazy when it comes to learning other people's languages, but we expect the whole world to know how to speak English. I know it's the universal language, but still. We go to other people's countries and we don't even know how to speak their language, yet they probably know how to speak ours. And they've never been to England. Who have we got in here still? Let's have a look. It says there's 5 people watching, so I know who the 5 people are. But when I go to participants, there's only 3 showing up, but there's like 5 typing. Right. We're getting somewhere now. Up there, Saz. A bit late to the party, mate. Get out of the way. Oh, so it is Marcos, or would I just say Marcus? Okay, is it if it's Marcus, Marcos, Marcus? I won't say anything else. Is it Marcus?
Still couldn't talk to him. You'll never get past this if you don't say something.
Words won't change anything. Next time we meet, you'll learn exactly how.
Yeah, it does. Marcos. See how it looks to me, and how we'd say is Marcos. I've got a friend called Marcus, where the O is a U, so I'm gathering it's not that. So Marcos, I'm assuming. What am I missing there? Huh. What's that little object of interest? We do a left now. We don't actually interact with it, no. Oh yeah, there we go.
Looks operational.
Yes, it's Marcos. Marcos. What I'm saying is when I say it fast, Marcos. Sometimes I might just say Marcus. Because we forget the pronunciation of the U or the O. It's just so Marcos is the name, but if we were just speaking a full conversation, and I might say Marcus, or just literally miss the O out completely because it's a lazy accent. But Marcos, okay, here we go. We got there in the end, mate. How's everybody else anyway? Now we've sorted out my lazy accent, and Marcos's name. Get back to talking Final Fantasy, because enjoying that conversation before. So yeah, from what Shane said before, what's everybody's first Final Fantasy? What was what made them a Final Fantasy fan? That's probably a good. Mine was 7. As soon as I played it, I was hooked on the whole series. I could play a bad Final Fantasy and I'd still enjoy it because it was just Final Fantasy. It gave me the same euphoria, no matter what. Rob, are you still here, Rob? Because I've actually got something to ask you if you are, but obviously I don't want to waste time mentioning it if you're not. Or if you're away at the moment. Yeah, it's really annoying me that there's no HUD in the top right corner. See if I've got any better weapons. No. We are magic. Go on, Saz. In fact, I remember last time I hated using Saz, and the bit where it forces you to, use them really used to drive me insane. Get them all, right, man. Yeah, so your other characters still get CP even though they're not leveling up. That's good to know. So you can use them anytime. Right. Oh, okay, so that makes it easier. There's only certain amounts of leveling you can do at this point. me save that again. Oh, Shane's back. My first was 6, hence that's my favourite. See, I've never played Final Fantasy 6. People aren't going to be happy with that. Never played it. I think it was more because my first like major computer was the PlayStation 1, and then Final Fantasy 7 came out for it. I didn't even know there was a Final Fantasy 1 to 6 for the first few years of my Final Fantasy learning curve, you know. So it was, yeah. Never played it. I always hear about people. I need to play it though. What's it on now? What can I play it on? My favourite character in this game? Gotta be Lightning, surely. She's just one of the... like Cloud, you know, like Squall. She's one of the main protagonists of Final Fantasy in general. I used her, Snow and Fang last time. Fang was obviously one of the better sidekicks, so to speak. Vanille's quite funny. Saz is just, look at him there, he's just doing his little dad dance, you know. It's, I don't know, something about him. Yeah, but probably Lightning. Final Fantasy X I have played, Final Fantasy 4 for the DS, 13 but haven't finished it. I own the trilogy. See, okay, it's on Steam. That's good to know because I've just got a new PC, so I may delve into that at some point. His weakness is fire. I don't think I've got anybody who uses fire or has got fire yet. No, I'm using the ball, so it's super. Like a fucking relentless. Yeah, I might have to get all the Final Fantasies, but playing the Final Fantasies on PC will be strange. It'll be such a strange thing for me to do. Not gonna lie. Am I right in thinking with this game as well, when you've staggered something, 3 commandos is the way forward, isn't it? Could be wrong. Did I get what was ever up here? Nope.
Look at that. They're sending in cruisers. Primark must be sweating bullets. Mobilizing ships like
that. No. Tomorrow? Oh, for the do you know what, mate? My days are getting mixed up, Hendo. Probably not, mate. If I'm being honest. Don't really go out for the Champions League games. I don't think anybody else is. But Mike Short was mentioning about going on Sunday, and I've told him I'm not too sure, but probably not. But if I do, I'll let him know. So if there's enough of us, I will. Yeah, that's quite cool. That's you've rejigged my memory, Marcos. Yeah, no
They
worries,
must be
mate.
hunting down purge survivors.
Take care. I'll let you know how the article does views-wise as well
So do
tomorrow, once it's had good time to get about and stuff.
Nowhere is safe for him now.
Mike's going tomorrow. Is he?
Damn it.
See, well, it's only taking you mentioning it to
They get treated
let
like
me know.
those tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Once it's already staggered, though, does it matter about a Ravenger chain?
More like fear. Tens of millions of
Or
people.
because you can't
all
bump
scared
the
of
stagger up,
Pulse
can you? Or does it still deplete fast if it's 3
Maybe.
commandos?
Shaking in their beds every night if they knew that Lassie like us were around.
But they purged that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Fal'Cie did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
Lassie are not human.
Listen, you, that's enough.
Endo, it's not yours. Actually, do you know what? My laptop's got a cracking HD
We're
camera
still
on it.
alive. That's something.
It's just where I'd put it. There's no room for it. I could stick it on top of my Xbox and then it'd be like kind of like,
What?
Where is
I
it?
don't know, a bit awkward.
I don't know.
I ain't got the money to get one. I'm not having it. I'm keeping it. Yeah, mate, you lost your kneecaps years ago, didn't you?
They're sealing off the area. They're trying to trap the stragglers. We
What?
gotta
In the
get moving
knees?
before we're caught in the net.
Hey, if you like the t-shirt, Hendo, you can get that from the merch store, just to let you know. You probably get one an extra kids small, though. Yeah. You probably have to shrink the kid sizes for you, mate. Are you on Xbox, Hendo? Yeah, I'm doing this on Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on. But obviously Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday I'll be playing Call of Duty, just don't stream it. No one's going to want to watch me play Call of Duty or Fortnite. To be honest though, I've got videos in mind to make, and if I'm streaming 3 days a week, I need to really rejig my schedule so I can make videos and stuff. You want to see the speed that I can do things on this computer now, by the way, Endo? I'm mad. Nobody else? Needy much? Yeah, it is, mate. It is. But to be fair, though, this is me. This is my. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm good at these games. They're fun. I enjoy playing them. And do you know what I noticed last night? Because I hadn't played Call of Duty for a while. Like, I was on Newtown with. Oh. About to die.
Just stay out of my way.
I was on Newtown with Kyle for like days and just nothing was happening. Because I took a few days off and like recharged my battery, so to speak. I went on last night. I finished top nearly every game. To be fair, Hendo, you like GTA when it first came out. You should do GTA videos like your mate, that lad that you know done. Because you've got near enough all the gear to do it now. You probably only need to get yourself a capture card. And you'd be able to record your gameplay and like make like, get onto this hack or do this, do that, and you'd fly through YouTube yourself. Well, there you go, Bryna. You need to play Xbox with me. I rage quite a lot. Oh, don't die. If I was to stream Black Ops or Fortnite, we'd have to stick a content, like a age limit thing on it, whatever you call it, content barrier. I don't know. Oh, okay. Right, I know where we are then. Oh, here we go. It does, do you know what, Hendo? It doesn't make it any easier that we've got one of the strongest, loudest, sharpest accents going. So, like, way I'm speaking now, Hendo's probably thinking he's rather posh. Whereas if we were gaming, like playing COD or Fortnite, and I was raging, my language would become, you'd need subtitles to work out what I was saying, let's put it that way. About to fight a motorbike? The hell? I know, I always have. It's a problem I'm trying to get over. Oh yeah. What he means by that is he had a biking accident a few years ago, didn't you, Hendo? Bike one, Hendo, 20 grand. We need to make another paradigm of 2 commandos if I can. No, she can't. Yes, we are. To be fair, I'll probably do some raging when I play the Division 2. And I'll be streaming that because it'd be kind of pointless not to. I need to be more proactive about it though. Oh,
This
Vanille.
whole place is crystal.
Vanille reminds you of, is it Cindy? It might not be Cindy, that might have been the wrong name from Final Fantasy 15,
To
the
become a crystal.
car mechanic woman. I know she doesn't look
You
or
gonna
sound
complete
like
your
her
focus?
too much, but they've kind of dressed her similar. Just gave her a different
Maybe.
look.
If I knew what it was. Yeah, I probably don't want to know.
Hey,
Good
Lightning,
news.
did Sarah say anything to you about her focus?
Nothing.
You know what? She
Did
probably
anybody
didn't
see
want to
that
worry
woman's
you.
cosplay outfit
Or
in
she
the
just
Final Fantasy HQ group of
Didn't
Lightning
think
the
she
other
could
day?
trust me.
She looked amazing.
Oh.
Like I've never, literally Lightning in real life. The character must have been based on her. Yeah, they always seem to have a character like that, different name, different accent, but same like colour tones in clothing and hair, and same provocative, like, you know, skimpy clothing and stuff, don't they? In fact, you know what it was? Am I right in thinking Final Fantasy 13 was the first time the lead protagonist was female? Now, if it was, that might be a reason why people started to go off the series, because they were always, not being like sexist, but because they were always used to having a male lead protagonist. So, until everybody fell in love with Lightning, it was like, oh god, I don't know if I'm going to like this. Or some people might have just simply been not too sure if I'll get it. But he's one of the best, like. See you later, Hendo. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, let's get back to talking Final Fantasy. He's a, he's a in life real friend. Well, don't tell him I called him a friend. But yeah, he is. So I probably slipped out of, slipped into our local accent a bit more and said a few things that might be mind-boggling for you guys. Ta-da, chick. See, I don't know. I've not. So is Terra the main protagonist, and is she? I've got it's a female. So if that's the case, then my point is irrelevant. Oh, just a little Pam onto Lightning's face. See, I don't know if you'll be able to tell that because YouTube for some reason won't let me stream in 60 frames per second. It's saying that because obviously 60 frames per second, the picture's bigger. It's saying that YouTube Gaming doesn't support it. But I'm looking at that in 4K. It looks ridiculous. It's one of the best 4K enhanced games that I've played. Not only 4K enhanced, but obviously made backwards compatible as well. Fortnite's 4K enhanced, and that was made for the Xbox One. Xbox One X, in a way. This is a 360 game, it looks incredible. Yeah, you did, but obviously, you know, that was a weird one, that. See, Final Fantasy X-2, if I remember correctly, it was all like gun-based, wasn't it? She had guns, and she was this new hard-ass girl. That hurt.
Stay sharp.
I appreciate it.
Just stay
my way.
Considering I've just used a libroscope on it, and we know its weakness is fire, and they're using water. Do you know what? Yes and no. Now you mention it, I do remember she was in some type of like advert for something, like for is it handbags or something like that? Perfume, Louis Vuitton, not too sure. But I do remember her being in something, and everyone was like, "What the hell? Who's this?" You know, people who didn't know who she was. Pretty cool, that. Goes to show how big it actually was.
Stop for a minute.
I'm just trying to recollect my map that I've got. There we go. Don't like missing anything, especially when I play it for the second time. I've actually, yeah. There was also in this ad at the start of lightning and snow. I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one. What were they driving, a car or something? Unless that's the one I'm thinking of. Because that incense rings more of a bell. What? Completely took my eye off the ball there.
I can't stop now.
Mental. Of course I'm going to retry, I just took my eye off the ball then. Am I right in thinking there's no, like, Guardian forces in this one? Any summons? Am I getting that completely wrong? I need to do my CP. I'm obviously struggling a bit here because I've not used it for a while. Yeah, 200 on each one. Yeah, and all done, so now I can do it. Nice, okay, makes sense. Might swap Saz out. Oh, he's completed that, hasn't he? And put Hope in for Saz. Actually, Paradigm. We'll get the jump on him. I've completed the game before, I just can't remember for the life of me. What were they? I think that might have been what I didn't like. Yeah, they have their own summon, don't they? I never seen the benefits of, like, I might be getting it completely wrong, but I always remember I've never seen the benefits of using them. Now, the next time we get to a place where it's like, you know, the end of a chapter, I'm gonna have a quick toilet break, make a cup of tea. Getting cold where I live. Actually, whereabouts in the UK are you from, Shane? How is the weather? Random English question, but it's getting so cold here. And like my house as well is like an old, like it's like an old build. I think they were built in the 70s, and the walls were not built with cavity wall installation. So when the, like, don't get me wrong, all the installation, the loft and everything's been sorted. But the moment you switch your heating off, I'd like to say it stays on for a while, but it goes so cold so quick in this house. Yeah, I remember. Might have to utilise them properly. West Midlands. Bloody hell. Saying that though, have you noticed? I don't know like about yourself, but I live like the northwest, and we're finding it's a lot colder between January and February nowadays. Like December is not usually that bad. Like I used to play football a couple of years ago, and from the beginning of November to the end of January, talking a 3-month period, it just constantly rained, and we couldn't get a game of football because all the pitches are always waterlogged. But the last 2 years we've been playing, we haven't missed a game. The rain's been minimal, and then in the new year it was just cold, and then March, the sun was unreal in March. Literally March this year, we had, take your top off, not that you would, but, you know, scorching hot weather. Then it went miserable towards the end of March and picked up again middle of April. In fact, Shane, have you seen my, were you on early enough before to see my starting screen? Screen. Okay, so, well, you'll enjoy it. It's pretty cool. So, I'd say the next, I'm just looking, probably next 10-15 minutes or so, I'm going to have a little break. Only like 2 or 3 minutes just to flick the kettle on. But my actual, like, starting soon, be right back, or searching, like screen I have, is Final Fantasy VII related. I'm sure you'll like it. This is still classed as Lake Bresha, isn't it? Where we are. Don't pick any weapons up though. Not found any new weapons yet. So what's your thoughts on the Final Fantasy VII remake then? Like, when do we think it's going to land? I didn't think it was going to be this year, to be honest with you. But next year's not looking hopeful at all. And, like, if I was a producer at Square, why would I want to bring out the biggest remake in gaming history? People who were too young to realise how big Final Fantasy VII was back in the day do not realise how much this game is going to be make or break, in the sense of if they get it wrong, people are going to be so annoyed. And it's like, if I was making the game, why would I want to bring it out for Xbox One when you could just wait for the 5th generation? Do you know what I mean? But then obviously that'll annoy a lot of people because they'll be waiting until the 2021 or 2022, whatever. To be honest though, mate, I don't think there'll be any Final Fantasy fan who will, like, not even pick. I think everyone will pick it up. I think everyone's going to pick it up. Got to. It's going to be massive. It's going to be groundbreaking for one or two reasons, being amazing or being totally shit. But everybody's going to say, yeah, I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was iconic. It's going to be iconic for one reason or another, isn't it? Because you've got to think about Final Fantasy VII. Even little things like when you used to have to cross that lake by the Chocobo Ranch to get to the next part. Little scenes like that, and like they're gonna do, you know, they might make that bit where you've got to cross the lake and get past the big serpent. They might make it a formality. You've got to fight him because they're not going to be 2D and zoomed out. It's going to be an active battle system, so you're not going to have a little boat or a chocobo to get across that. They might just make it a formality. You've got to fight it, and I can imagine a cinematic being amazing there, because it was amazing when you went with Sephiroth. That in itself was just amazing. Imagine it on, like, obviously 4K. 8K is the next thing, isn't it? There's 8K tellies out now, so makes you think why you do at the end of the cycle of 4K. Yeah, see, that's one thing that I rejuvenated my YouTube channel in preparation for was, yeah, it might not be out, but they're going to give us weekly heads up of new characters or new images, and then I could make little short videos and get everybody excited. That was what the idea behind the podcast was. Get people talking about it, what they want to see, what they expect to see from what we've actually already given us. And then it just all dried up, didn't it? I think I've missed a point of interest. Ooh. This is going to be tough. No, I should have used blind. How sad that did, mate. Yeah, see, I was debating where... See, I don't know the exact date for Kingdom Hearts, but is it January or March next year? I'd love to play it. I'd love to stream it. But I'm going to be March 15th, the Division 2 comes out. That's going to be my main focus, especially on the channel, because I want to record the footage, like doing certain bosses and things, and then make videos, because obviously loads of people will want to know how to do certain things in the Divisions, like GTA. Anybody who makes a GTA video on how to do a certain heist or a glitch, for instance, gets loads of views, and at the end of the day, it's what I'm passionate about as well, the Division and Final Fantasy. I give Kingdom Hearts a little dabble, but my son, it might be a game for my son to get into, because he'll be 5.5. He loves all Disney stuff. He loves playing computer. If I said to him, here's a game for you. In fact, if it comes out for the Switch, I'll probably just get him in for the Switch and then play it with him. Or if I get him for the Xbox and he plays it on the Xbox, that way I can do reviews. Yeah, like a review video on it or something. With a point of interest up here. I don't know, it takes me just to the other side of the... Yeah, that's cool. Oh, don't tell me I can't go back though. Have you played the city yet? No. Can't say I have. Is that the fighting one? Is that the fighting one or the app? I've got a Final Fantasy game on my phone. Or on my iPad, one or the other. And that was quite good, but it's getting time. Having 2 kids and that now, it's like... It's really hard to justify sitting there playing on the iPad all day. Yeah, no, I'm going to be wrong. It looks good. But... It looks like it's a hack and slash, is it not? That's probably why I've not even looked at it, mate, as well. If it's PS4 exclusive, then I wouldn't give it a time of day. Ideally, I need to pick up a PlayStation 4. But I don't think Final Fantasy VII Remake will be PS4 exclusive. If it is, then I'll obviously 100% be getting a PlayStation. But even if it's out earlier for a PlayStation 4, I'll be picking up a PlayStation 4. I'm not missing out on anything. Did you play any apart from that? So that was it. You didn't say before that game that you played, Deadlight or whatever it was. Is that the one I mentioned to you, where one of you is the killer, and it's up to the other people to figure out who it is before they kill the person? Or is that? It looked quite good. I'm pretty sure that was on Steam. Or is it literally you're all cooperative trying to evade a killer? Exactly, that's the only thing that would make me go, okay, I'm buying it. Nothing will stop me from playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So many memories. I've literally just, I don't even know, like, Final Fantasy VII is actually buyable through, the App Store. So I've got it on my iPad, cost me 15 quid. I've just got to the Northern Cave now. And I've just got to go around like doing all the side quests, like getting all the GFs and Gold Chopper and killing Ultima and getting all the weapons and stuff. Pretty cool. So it's quite easy to control as well. Like you'd think on the iPad it might be a bit jittery, but it's not. It's brilliant. Yeah, Sans. Stop panicking, mate. Yeah, you said that, but is that not the one where... What's the one that I'm thinking of then? So you play it with a friend, and you're playing against them, and it'll be like a room of people. It might be a restaurant, and loads of people, like a waiter moving around, people going into a toilet, and you see like a sniper view. So you're the sniper. Sorry. The killer is one of the people controlling in the room, and you've got to work out if it's like a natural movement or if it's the computer. And you've got to try and work out who's the killer before the other person kills your character, if that makes any sense. I've seen a few YouTubers playing it. It looks really addictive.
Stay close.
I don't think it's called that. It might actually be called something like Spy, something Spy, or something like that. I'll find out the name. It's really good, and I'd actually love to play it on Steam with somebody. It's dead easy. It's a lightweight game. It's not a heavy, like a massive game or nothing. And yeah, so you'd be the killer, I'd be the sniper. I think I know who the target is. So I know who you've got to kill, but if you were to just literally walk straight up to him, I'd know it was you going for him. You've got to do things like interact with like a wine glass, go to the toilet, sit down at a table, and I think you get like 5 or 10 minutes to actually plan your attack. And if you snipe the wrong person, you lose. But if you don't find out like basically who the killer is before they kill them, it's really good. Really good. I'll have a little look after we've completed this. I'll go into the cat one, as I say. I'll stick it to the be right back screen so you can have a look at that and let me know what you think. And then
It's charging up.
I'll have a look, but also the starting up screen's a bit buffery at the beginning. I've got it made for me, but I now know how to make them, which is pretty cool. But now I know how to make them, I'm going to make it better. With a new computer, I've got to do the After Effects. Is Shane frantically searching Steam for games that fit the poor description of what I did here. There we go. Let's stag it. Oh, look at the health there because of the arrow. What's he? You googled where one player plays against another and the other person snipes the other person before the time runs out. Google has come up with nothing to fit your description, mate. She's too happy considering she's in like a she's just been made a l'Cie. She's got to save the world or she's gonna be turned into a big monster. Nothing wrong with that girl. Hope I get to save it before I fight Shiva, 'cause I'm pretty sure I fight Shiva at some point now, don't I?
This'll make things easier.
Uh-huh. Yeah, knowing our luck, it's probably missing an engine.
You shouldn't be so negative.
And you shouldn't get your hopes up.
Here we go, that is it, Spy Party. It is. What did you what did you actually search to find that game from my description? But that is the game. I knew it was Spy something. Rob's still lurking. Survivors spy killer game. That's very clever of you. It's mad that 95 of my friends have liked or loved or wowed a picture on my Facebook page.
You gonna lend me a hand or what?
Then as soon as I post it, I'm going live. Like one person likes it. I'm sure Facebook has something against people who like try and promote YouTube links and stuff because they've got their own live stream service. Like it doesn't put it into people's news feeds, but it'll only show up if people actually look at your profile. Other people, 5 people liked it, but 95 people liked the picture I shared with you. Then on my Facebook page, that like 200 likes today and yesterday with all the inviting friends thing I done. Is that how I got you to like the page, by the way, Shane? Was it through the invited you to like my page, or have you always liked it? Yeah, if you search,
What's he doing?
I watched CDN the Third. Don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a Fortnite YouTuber. He's so funny. He's gonna be my favourite YouTuber. CDN the Third, Spy Party. He plays against a few of his friends. Gets dead intense. You can see him sitting there like proper like, oh, like doesn't know who it is, and it goes down to like the last second and thing. And he's such a good entertainer. It comes across really like really intriguing. I've always wanted to play it, and to be honest, like I'd love to do a collab with somebody as well on it and just play it. Oh yeah, here comes Fang. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy for a sec. Nah, that's good. I appreciate the fact that you've actually sat in here for 2 hours. Really do. And the thing is as well, mate, like with Rob before, we've built up a good community with the Gaming Lad website and our groups. And anybody who, like for instance, has just come and sat in this now and gave me like watch time on YouTube, and you know, we'll back them to the hilt when it comes to promoting their stuff in our groups to thousands of people. So the Final Fantasy group, if you ever, I don't know, made a Final Fantasy video, for instance, on Final Fantasy VII Remake news, you know, the fact that you just sat in here for a couple of hours to support me, some lads you don't even know, makes it easier for me and Rob then to turn around and go, do you know what? He's got the same idea as us in the sense of supporting people, so let's help him out. You know what I mean? I'd rather have one person like you than 4 people that come in for a second and then Go high and then buy. I can't remember what I've got to do. That's it, like, I probably stream 9 to 12 when I stream for the night time. If I was sitting there doing nothing, what I do is, like, say for instance, I must admit I'm watching more YouTube videos than I do watch streamers, but in saying that, I'll find myself sitting there, come home from work, 4 or 5 o'clock, have my tea, she'll be watching soaps, I'll be doing nothing, and I know there's somebody that will need support sitting there on Twitch playing a game, and I just say that would not bother me in this life. I've completely took my eye off this. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Play defensively to build the bar. Oh, right, okay. I've completely just not realised what I was doing. I'm gathering you mean this? What bar am I building up here? Is it the XIII bar? I've completely got this wrong, haven't I? Right, okay, yeah, I've just seen that go up then. Okay. Let's see, it's going back down again. I can't remember how to do this. I'm going to have to have a look at this stuff on now. Yeah, completely just took my mind off it. Oh, it is 50-40 attacks.
No!
So I can yeah, so I attack when she's not attacking, and then change to that. But like this is of me getting something on him worth doing. Be pointless. Yeah, actually, oh yeah, look at me CP. There's some. Done all that one. That it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, was talking to you about Spy Party. Right, we'll do it this time. I think I just XIII, and then when thing changes, I just change. Command is it? Oh no, I remember now as well. You defeat her by not hitting her. If I... Oh shit, I've not been watching again. It's like a way of showing that you don't have to fight, isn't it? And then you fight Shiva.
What's he doing? Watch yourself! Stay alert!
This. Remind me of the Matches Sisters.
Bring it! Come on, then.
There we go. Lockjaw.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd be trying to hit her here or not. I can't remember. I think I'm supposed to just hit her now as well. Ah, no, it's gonna run out just before. I knew it was gonna do that. I'm supposed to use it, aren't I? As she's about to hit me. Cancel that there. And then use that. I just done it. We're done. No game to be gorgeous segment. So we've now completed Lake Bresha.
The twin sisters.
Vile Peaks.
I gotta hand it to you for taking them down. But don't gloat just yet. Might come a time you wish you'd let them end it. And made things easy.
Hello, Fang.
More of you, huh?
Should we save the sexy motorbike time
Easy, let's see.
after the break, Or should we watch it before the break and start in Vile Peaks?
You want to keep breathing? Shut up.
I'll leave the
and
decision
come
to you,
quiet.
Shane. Rob's just being ignorant. Lurking.
Bring her this way! Careful now! Come on!
Have a break. What did you think? Pause it now? Right now?
Sarah. Sarah!
Shut it!
You just want to see me be right back thing, don't you?
Stand down.
Looks incredible in 4K, to be fair. When it goes to the next cinematic, we'll pause
Why are
it.
you helping them?
If I were you, I'd worry about myself.
Hoo-hoo, rat. There we go. Right, we'll pause it there. I'll put it on the starting soon. Be right back, and I'll be back in 5, mate. Ah, we're back. Do you like that then? I knew you would. It's a bit distorted, like a bit pixelated at the beginning. When he sent me the file, there was a guy doing some work for me. He never ended up completing what I needed to do, so he literally kind of just went to me, I'm not going to be able to do it. Sorry about that. He unfollowed me on Twitter. I hadn't even paid him. I even said to him, wait a minute, you've done this for me, can I at least pay you for this? He ignored me. I kind of got it for nothing. But it's pixelated at the beginning. No, I didn't make it, but I've got the image that's used in it. You've probably seen it on the Facebook pages, Facebook page at some point. So,
I said stop.
Sorry, I was just watching this. Is this the sexy? This isn't the sexy bike ride, is it?
How are you gonna lose him?
So I've got the still to add them effects to it with the. Like the snowdrops falling or whatever it is, and make the image slightly move. Not as hard. I'll probably be able to recreate it myself. Eventually when I get a bit more skilled at Adobe Effects, After Effects.
They're still on us?
Oh God. I didn't actually pick up on your name, Shane. It's class.
We're taking hits.
Oh yeah, remember that. In fact, you know who done that? If I remember correctly. If Rob's here. I'm pretty sure Rob done an article for the game and that. And it was something like 5 things you didn't know about Final Fantasy VII. And I'm pretty sure he mentioned the final elixir. I'll go and check why we're just watching this.
The Sanctum announced the successful conclusion of the Purge, along with the safe arrival of the Cocoon migrants to their new homes on Pulse.
Yes, that is correct. There's no denying the enormity of the
9.4k likes on the gaming lad. That's 200 to 300 likes over the last 24 hours.
Of lives at stake, there truly was no alternative.
Primarch Daisley stood by the move, stressing the necessity of the relocation. When asked about the possibility of future purges, the Primarch remained non-committal, stating only that he would seek counsel with the fal'Cie Eden and weigh all options before making a decision.
Yeah, that's right. If it makes the Sanctum look bad, it never even happened.
In all the centuries since the War of Transgression, Cocoon has been spared Pulse aggression and prospered for it. It is essential that we maintain this peace. That is the Sanctum's focus. We will continue employing every resource available to combat these threats to the harmony of our society.
Meaning, we'll be running for the rest of our lives.
Hey?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. He didn't write about it on the gaming lab, but he's definitely told me that story before.
What do they teach kids these days? He's Gallant Daisley, the Sanctum Primarch. Murderer-in-Chief.
According to our Insta
Just
poll,
another
nearly
tool
90%
of the
of Cocoon
fal'Cie.
citizens agree with the Sanctum's handling of the Purge. 70% of respondents said they would also support additional purges were the need to arise.
Let's purge everybody. That'll fix it. Oh, hey.
Uh-oh.
Points for perseverance.
Shane, are you bit random this, or just because obviously you're the only UK viewer, I think. Walker's Crisps. Have you seen the new big black bags called Max Strong? And they do hot chicken hot wing flavour and jalapeno cheese.
Here we go again.
Fly in.
The jalapeno cheese, well, both nice, but I love Mexican food. And they just do the nicest stuff I've ever had in my life. Like, new outfits, just one, I'm trying to find people who have had them as well. One person I found out and he loved it and put them on me onto them. They're just amazing. Yeah, exactly. This is why, like, that's why I got excited about them. So, hot chicken wings, or well, basically hot chicken, hot wings flavour, but it's the jalapeno cheese. The texture of the crisp. I know this sounds really complicated. When it comes to food, there's like certain foods that if I eat them and the texture's wrong, I can't eat it. So like beans on toast, I've got to eat beans on toast before the toast gets soggy. There's certain foods that if they're too squishy, you can't eat them. I couldn't eat anything like squid. No, just I love fish. Couldn't eat squid. But there's something about the texture of these crisps that makes them nicer than any other crisp I've ever had in my life as well. So good, mate. Get them from Tesco. I got mine from Tesco Express. £1 a bag, and I like that. Like the kettle crisp bags, but maybe a little bit bigger. So good. And I reckon they're going to be sold out by Christmas, so giving you the heads up. Black bag, Max Strong. It looks like a Max Strong bag of cheese, block of cheese.
Hey, slow down! Gotta keep you kids safe, right?
Oh, see, I love cheesecake. I don't do desserts. If like we go for a meal, like me and the missus go for a meal, I do starter and main, so I'll have like a soup or nachos. Nachos are one of my favourite starters, where she'll have a main and dessert. So we both can't win. So when it comes to things that are sweet, I'm a bit fussy, but cheesecake, if there's a cheesecake on the menu, I'll have it. I love cheesecake. In fact, I tell you what I did make. I like to cook from scratch. I made once a custard cream cheesecake and it was amazing. So good. Don't knock it until you've tried it. But I get what you mean. You bite, but it's, I suppose any like biscuit, cream-based biscuit or cake in it to a certain extent, you can bite through it, through it, and you see through like a cream cheese or squirty cream, and then you'll get something crunchy. So do you not like things like, I don't know, like Mars bars? Because that's like soft in the middle but hard on the outside. Long cinematics these, we've got to talk about food.
I think...
In fact, it's that long, it's made me hungry.
I'd stick with her if I were you.
Later then.
And do you know another thing as well? If Brian is still here, English food is so much nicer than American food.
Get going
like,
where?
We get the American stuff imported over here and it's dead expensive, but I buy it because some of them look amazing. Like all your chocolate, your candy, and like the cereals and that. Honest to God, they're not a scratch on our food. And I know I've got American family who she lives out. She's from here, but she lives in America now. She's married, and she loves coming home because our food's so much nicer. But then I see things on the telly like that looks amazing. I need to go there.
Like you would not understand.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm a
kid. That's mad. That.
I don't understand.
Well, I guess we can be fugitives together. Oh.
That's been a bit of a perv there.
Ready.
Hey.
So we're now at the Vile Peaks. We've probably got about half an hour left into the stream. Probably get off at 12 and go watch something on Netflix. Something. You watching anything decent at the moment, Shane? You like a bit of Netflix or some TV series that you're watching at the moment on the box sets? Can you just faith, bravery, strength. Yeah, 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 they do. But they're very they're not very. There's not a commando in them, is there? Surely 2 Ravengers isn't the best step forward here. In fact, I think I remember last time this bit doing my head in, because I was thinking to myself, like, seriously, it was so hard to like kill and stuff. Although I know Vanille herself's got a cracking like three hit whip, hasn't she? His strength needs to stay like that. I might make that change, give it a bit more strength, and she only drops 3 magic. And keep the Doctor's Code, I think. I've not watched American Horror Story, but The Punisher, me and the missus have not long finished that. Yeah, it was good. Loved The Punisher. What an amazing last few episodes that was. Love a good revenge story. Well, I watch loads. I watch all the Marvel box sets. How do I? So, I mean, you can't get it. Yeah, all the Marvel box sets. So, like Arrow, Flash,
it's not the end of the line.
DC Legends, although like a series behind on that. Arrow and Flash are our main two, but Flash is the one we really love. What else watch? Watched The 100. On Netflix we've watched Punisher. Watched several, just can't think of them off the top of my head. But my all-time favourite is Supernatural. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Love Supernatural. Watch Daredevil as well, obviously, with you saying The Punisher. Yeah, there's Game of Thrones and all. Walking Dead, we watched The Walking Dead. We're letting this last series build up. But yeah, Sarah doesn't watch it, my partner doesn't watch it, but Supernatural. Just literally sit there with like my iPad and watch 4 or 5 episodes of Supernatural and just not even move. Supergirl, another one. Do you know what? Supergirl got so good. Like it was at a point where it was just a bit cheesy, and it still is a bit cheesy, but you allow it to a certain extent. But then, did you watch it when you've done the crossovers between Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and all stuff like that? Supergirl is obviously the most powerful out of all of them, because she's still fast, even though she's not fast as the Flash, but they kind of make out that she is. And they just make out to be a god. And from that point, you kind of like get more respect for her, and then the TV series kind of benefited from it.
Well, lucky for you, your shift just ended.
Never watched The Defenders. Is that the one where it's like Daredevil and Jessica Jones? So it was like that side. It was basically like the TV series of the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like it was all the way they all came together.
I'm sure you heard about the accident.
If it is, it's on Netflix, mate. I might give it a bash off your recommendation.
Yeah, more incident than accident. Something pulse-related.
You're taking tomorrow off?
Was see, I didn't like Elektra as the character.
For my birthday, sir.
Elektra is the one that was in Daredevil, wasn't it? And well, she kind of still is.
21, huh? Maybe it's a good time to send off that letter of recommendation for officer training.
Didn't like her as a character myself.
Lieutenant.
You're past due for a promotion, Farron.
Iron Fist. Am I right in thinking he's in it?
And your
future. Luke Cage or someone like that. Definitely some male fella in it. We watched Daredevil. We're watching a new series as we speak. Of a couple of episodes into that. Power. I don't know if you've watched Power. That's good.
Whoa, look at that one. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
How right you were, Lieutenant. Just you?
For now, I guess. Should we wait?
They'll catch up, eventually.
Hope has access to the synergist role. Synergist plays a supportive role in combat using the ability. Don't really use them though, do you?
Junk around here came from Pulse, didn't it?
Bit of a strange one. Doesn't say anything about. I can't get my head around this switching. And am I in the same place as where I've just been with Saz and Neil? I must be, mustn't I? Right, so you completed one level each of them, which is pretty cool. There's no real way to level up in this game at the moment, is there? Like, I mean, sorry, not level up. I mean, like, grind for XP, because it's all kind of like linear based at the moment, and the monsters are kind of just on the screen. They don't respawn. We'll go and get that before I save. Honest to God, like I completed every Final Fantasy I've ever played to the maximum potential. So Final Fantasy VII, I've done everything you can think of. The only thing I didn't do with Final Fantasy VII actually was get Aeris to level 4 thing, because I didn't see the point. But I've done Ruby and Emerald weapon, you know, all them. Final Fantasy VIII, I've done Omega weapon, all them. Final Fantasy IX, I can't even remember what it was in Final Fantasy IX, because I must admit, even though I enjoyed Final Fantasy IX, I don't know if it's because I was getting a little bit older and getting into obviously going out and stuff, but kind of completed it and never looked at it again. I do really need to revisit that, but I've probably done everything on that as well. Same with Final Fantasy X, made sure I had the best Blitzball team going and done all the, you know, Yojimbo, getting the dark, all the dark Aeons. I've done all that, and I've probably done all that with this, but I can't remember certain aspects of it. Again, I don't know if it was just because I was getting into my later teens and had other things on my mind, girlfriends and stuff, and I didn't know that if you didn't use the character to level up, you still got CP for it though. Is that something they've implemented in the game later? Like, was the original like that? Because I always remember Final Fantasy VII and 8, you had to use the characters to get XP, or the XP was very minimal. And if I remember correctly, when I was playing Final Fantasy VII on the iPad, the other characters were leveling up with us. Plus, I've always just assumed that. Yeah, so I've had a little dabble with Adobe After Effects, and I've made, you've probably seen them on my page, me 2 little intros, so me green intros for Final Fantasy games, when I make a Final Fantasy video, and the one with the flame that I done the day after. Just wanted to play the Division, so yeah, I'm getting good at all those little animation things. So I'm hopefully going to make this that starting soon. That'll be like back screen that you've seen. Hopefully I'm going to make it a lot better. But if you need anything like that, any artwork or anything making, maybe just let me know if you want to do them. Because at the moment I'd enjoy the experience. I can't make the logos. I paid for my logo. I've not been watching. I paid for my logo, but once obviously you've got the logo, that's the hardest bit. Animating it and putting it into videos and stuff's the easy part. Yeah, I'd like to see, because if in fact, with you saying CP share, there used to be items that you used to be able to attach to someone, definitely in Final Fantasy VIII, and it was classed as that person earns XP outside the party as well. If you know what I mean. So 100% there was an item where a player not in the current party would earn XP. Definitely.
Stay sharp.
Hope's just a little. I don't even know what I could switch it to there. I'm gonna move that. Oh wow, 2 hit me. There's nothing I can do about that.
I can't stop now.
Is that just me, or was that kind of like quite hard to counter? Hit me twice at full health. Might just have to stick to medic. Well, go to synergist. Get a protect on as well. Might have to stick with this until she grinds away at one of them. This is where you need to start taking care of what you're doing. Like, will you button smashing for the first few chapters? Have you never watched Supernatural then? Yeah, Rob, I can't see, if you're listening, I can't see anywhere where you've wrote that. I see you write something about... Let me see. Yeah, the only thing you said was we all bitched. So it gave us an incomplete 15. Didn't see anything else. All I can see is you literally saying how good you liked Final Fantasy, how good it looks, Final Fantasy 13, and you were ashamed to... You slagged it off at the time. Slagged it off means bad mouth. Yeah, I love Supernatural, mate. It's I don't know if it's quite a guilty pleasure, but see, in America it's massive. They're on like, well, they're like 13 or 14 series in of a TV show now. That's not normal. You know what I mean? To have so many TV series, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. It's massive. It's bigger in America, but it does have a cult following in the UK. It's brilliant. It's like a male dominant badass Buffy the Vampire Slayer without the And like the writers are brilliant. They write storylines where you think, that's amazing, whoever thought of that. Do you know what I mean? They do an episode where they're in this is probably the worst thing to like first give you a first impression of, because it's about heaven and hell, Michael and Lucifer and all that, you know, all those type of things. But there's an episode in it where they're actually put into a Scooby-Doo cartoon. Yeah, a Scooby-Doo cartoon. And you find out it's like an angel that can change reality. And he's like messing about with them. And their idea is to put them in a world where they're playing these characters. Just have like little spin-off shows like that, and they're just brilliant. I made that. I make all my own artwork that way. That literally took me minutes as well. So I literally googled Final Fantasy XIII artwork or HD wallpapers, got the majority of it, and then just blended my logo into the side. It might have been more detail. Oh yeah, it was a bit detailed. So I actually just got a like a blue Radiance background and dropped the logo PNG on top of it. Then pop my logo on the side. The other one where I've got the stream times and stuff. I don't know if you've seen that one. Well, you would have, because it's in the stream times. That one's a bit different. So that one is the actual picture of Lightning, Hope and Vanille in like a blue gradient background with the feathers and stuff. Then I dropped the PNG again on top of it, done me stream times and put my logo on it. Rob likes the way I do my text as well. I mentioned it before. But I've got a thumbnail set up for Final Fantasy XIII 2 if this one's successful. Rob loves that one. They have got like all the stuff now, so doing artworks where it'd usually be like, how do you do that? It's now just so easy for me to do. It takes seconds to make artworks like that. If I remember correctly, this part is quite long, as in the Vile Peaks, and then we have like the big like robotic like house looking things. I know it sounds weird, or like a train and a dead art to kill, but you can XP grind on them by going off the screen and coming back. I forget what they're called. I just remember that thing I just killed then. I can't go left here now, can I? Okay.
Guess we have to go back.
Yeah. Dead end.
I don't see any way over that.
See, I know this sounds stupid, but even when I first played this game, I found this bit I'm doing now like difficult to get here. I found like it was just so long. It wasn't.
Can we get through this way, you think? You know where you're going, right?
I've been here on missions before.
Missions? Nothing to do with the Purge, though.
The Purge is PSICOM's baby. Our military is split into two arms. The Public Security and Intelligence Command, known as PSICOM, and the Guardian Corps.
I love the
I
challenges
was
of
Guardian
13,
Corps,
even
Bodum
taking
Security
your guard down
Regiment.
when regular enemies can be pushing.
Wait,
Which
I
we
don't get
found
it.
out tonight when I've
If
been
you're
looking
not
at the
SciComm,
chat, and
then
then
why did you board
the
the
next thing I'm
train?
getting killed by
For Sarah.
R2-D2.
Join the end of the line. Attention, purge deportees. Follow instructions.
Am I right in thinking this? Oh my god, if this is what I'm thinking of, I'm gonna have so many good moments in this game. It might be Final Fantasy 13 too, I'm unsure. One of the towns, one of the main towns with a big castle at the end. It's a big, like, round... How can I explain it? You start off, like, it's a big circle, but it's like a donut, if that makes any sense. So there's nothing in the middle. You literally go around in a big circle, like through markets and stuff like that. And then it's just huge, like the town's massive, and there's loads of little things in the town to do with the Moogle. Is this game got something to do with locating stuff for Moogles, as in letters and stuff?
Then I quit.
Line up.
Like, I can't remember the back, like the side quests with this game. Like Final Fantasy VII's is obviously like Gold Chocobo.
Excuse me.
Defeating Ultima.
Hey, lady.
Final Fantasy X's is obviously doing all the Dark Aeons,
Really?
the Blitzball, stuff like that.
Ready to go quiet
What's the side quests on this?
You
That's
want quiet?
quite long,
You better take the next
I
train.
think.
Well, now I really want to see what you're up to.
I had to
Yeah,
rescue Sarah before they transported the
that
hostage to Pulse.
game, whatever the game is I'm thinking of, so
My only
like
chance to save
distilled in my brain, like.
her was to join the purge.
Yeah, the Moogle village where you'd have to
Telling me you
slice
got on that train so you could save your
to
sister?
find it. You have to like go down different lanes and slice through different vined openings
That's
and
crazy.
stuff.
I could never do something
I always
like
thought that was Final Fantasy X for
not
some
a
reason,
question
but
of
then now I
can,
think about it, no, because Final Fantasy X wasn't built like that.
There are some things in life you just do.
Oh, I can see myself playing the
Easy for
trilogy.
someone like you to say. Lightning!
The only thing I didn't like about 2, I think it was the whole Valhalla, is it? The place where she goes, and it's like, I don't know, didn't get the whole storyline there. I lost interest, but I completed it
She
still.
left me.
Oh, cool. So Lightning Returns does have some fun memories then. I do have some fun memories about it.
1, 2, 3.
I don't... You know, we've just been talking then.
What are you
I didn't
up
get
to?
where Lightning was with that Saz then.
Oh,
When was that a flashback to?
Wait up!
Coming up to the 3 hours now. There's a save
Can't
point.
keep up with
Just
this girl.
once I've completed, in fact, what I'll do is I'll stay on until I've got where Saz meets Lightning, where we've just left Lightning, and then where's his face? And then we'll call her a night there. Don't want to do that.
You get
What I want to get.
tired?
We'll save that there though, because that was quite a long cinematic. We'll push on through.
Guess running's out of the question.
Probably lightning, but I haven't got it. Weakness is lightning, yeah. We don't have it. In fact, that little thing's helping me, so I'm better off hitting the soldier. Yeah, I've got the Xbox One X, mate. So it's like the PS4 Pro, you know what I mean? And I think it's got better specs than the PS4 Pro as well.
Did you see that coming?
When I play the Division with me mates, who, well, in fact, they've all got an Xbox One X now. But when we found ourselves like loading into a game like Last Stand or Domination from Call of Duty, or even a game of Fortnite, anything like that, I was always in the game like 10 seconds before them. Done the red too. I've only just done it, but I want to get to Vigilance. There we go. Right here, really need to get Thunder if there's going to be loads of those robot things. I know, where is Thunder? She hasn't actually got the Thunder. That's got it then. Surely one of them must have Thunder, with it being a Overwhelm, Chain Boost. Wow, no, none of them have got Thunder. This is a thingy of interest, apparently. That's a bit weird, wasn't it?
Never seen a rig like this before. Here we go. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! I knew that would happen.
Only one more alleyway and then we should be done. Unless there's a boss when you meet up with the others. Nearly there, Shane. Just think you've been here for the whole stream. Obviously, I'm so happy with that, like. I need you to do that. Should have done that earlier. Is this an achievement in itself for you, sitting with the same streamer for the whole stream? I don't think I've ever sat with somebody through a whole stream. No, I know it's been. You know what's good about it as well, mate? Like one of the one of the reasons it took me so long to get into streaming is because like when I play Xbox, I've been playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, FIFA. Well, I don't play FIFA anymore. But if I was to play any of them, I don't like playing solo. I prefer multiplayer, so doing streaming's kind of hard if you've got no one to stream to.
Didn't even have to ask.
So having someone to chat to for the whole stream's been absolutely brilliant. To be fair, it's made it a lot easier, regardless of obviously the help with the time, the watch time and stuff. It's just been great to speak to somebody, to be honest. So, thank you. I'm gonna die here again. I wouldn't mind, but I'm actually on Nether.
Vanille!
Wow.
Go, girl!
Nice time.
Let's just try and get one of them. There's literally nothing I can do here.
Take that.
Ducks.
I'm still playing Black Desert, but I'm an Alt-Tab expert. That's just gone straight over my... That's proper PC gaming, that, isn't it? Proper PC gaming shout. I'm gathering Alt-Tab is like some type of left to right, like darting left to right. The way I'm thinking about it. But forget... In other news though, how the hell am I going to kill these... Oh, I know what I'll do. I won't kill the skelly thing, and I'll put one of them on. I'll put one of them on. And then I'll take them out first. Yep, I really need to take them out first. See, the fact that I'm having to think about these tactically already is just strange. Even in all the other Final Fantasies, I just be smashing my way through these.
Follow the old man's lead. Here.
Chain boost on this guy, am I?
Watch and learn, kid.
Oh, how do you go from one application to another quickly? Why would you want to do that?
You should see your daddy
What
now.
type of game is Black Desert? Is that like a Call of Duty game? I know me and Rob play a game called Ragnarok online. Like, I've played it for like 15 years. I haven't, well, obviously when it first came out, obviously I don't play it that much, but he mentioned it to me once. Don't know if you've ever heard of this game called Ragnarok Online. I was like, mate, I'm an OG Ragnarok player. And you couldn't believe it. And I used to have like 3 accounts. We used to have to go between all the characters to keep them moving and stuff. I get that. I'll just look at the wrong thing there. I used to alt-tab between the things just to fight with it. Okay, so it's like Ragnarok then. So you'd use like more characters, like I see, so you'd have like several characters and you'd level them all up with one, like as one person. I forget the name of the term you give to it. away, come on. Vanille, you're supposed to be healing, love. No, you're not. Now you are.
Didn't even have to ask.
Shouldn't have killed him.
Keep it together, Pop.
Oh, no, don't use that.
Thanks, Vanille.
Yeah, vigilance has saved me loads here. I forget the name given to when you boosted another character. It was like very frowned upon in certain games. But you could do it just as long as you talked. Like, say for instance, somebody came on the map. Because you used to have admins in the game, didn't you, where they could warp to you and stuff. And like just turn up right next to you. You'd have to type like, yeah and here type of thing from them. Ah, right, okay. So is it like you make a... Like, is it like World of Warcraft and Ragnarok where you make like a knight or a wizard or a healer or something, and then you level it up and then you find other people who play it and go into dungeons and play the dungeons? Is it that type of MMO?
Piece of cake.
Because me and Rob were looking for something like that. Ragnarok hasn't really got a great following. We were a bit like, yeah, we'll do it just for a laugh. But the problem we've got is he's in America, and obviously I'm in the UK. So it's kind of like hard for us to stream, because he streams at 2 o'clock in the morning our time. It's like, no mate. You know, the only time we can ever stream would be a Sunday.
Did you see that coming? Watch and learn, kid.
Also, I love them games. They're like one of my favourite games. I was saying to you before, that's why I love Final Fantasy and the Division, because they're long. The games have got longevity. I spent ridiculous money on Ragnarok Online, though. Ridiculous money. I'm talking over the years, definitely spent into the thousands. Easy to spend 50 quid. Very easy to spend 50 quid without even thinking about it. Just like you also have this thing. So the weapons, just say for instance you were a knight, you'd have a sword. It could be an elemental sword or it could just be a normal sword. But you'd have card slots on them. So a bit like attachments, you know, like on a weapon. Modern day weapon with a scope or something. And so depending on the sword, they'd have a base attack. The lower base attack ones might have like 4 card slots, so you can power it up that way. But then the cards you got were from the monsters that you killed. So if you killed a certain monster, it might be the bonus might be 10% extra damage towards water monsters or something like that. So if you had 4 of them cards on a weapon, you would obviously use that weapon in like on water mobs. Like each area, like there'll be caves where there was just water creatures and stuff. So like you could buy the cards. Like what I'm on about, the drop rate of a card is like 0.01%. So there might have been like 10 in the server of a certain monster. The harder monsters, the ones that take teams of like 10 to complete, you can imagine the drop rate on them is ridiculous even more, so you're worth loads. You could buy, in some servers, if it wasn't pay to win, you could buy them. And I just went a bit silly and bought loads of stuff just so I was dead powerful. Yeah, that's what put me off it. You know what? I bought Final Fantasy XIV because when I came out, I didn't know too much about. In fact, I'd seen it at a car boot sale. I was like, I've got to get this. And then when I got home, I realised it was a PC game. Then I realised my PC couldn't handle it. And then when I eventually did get a PC that was worth having it on, I realised you had to pay £10 a month to play it. And I just ended up throwing it in the bin, I think.
Watch and learn, kid.
Like the disc and everything. I'm pretty sure wasn't Final Fantasy XI the same. They need to do away with them anyway. You could make an ultimate MMO Final Fantasy where you could create any Final Fantasy character that you wanted in game, cosmetically, and level it similar to the way that you level in those MMOs that we've just mentioned. And you could tailor it where the bosses were obviously like dungeon bosses of like main things in the game, and it'd last forever because it would be. And then you could have it where then you could add bosses to it. The more Final Fantasies that got made and expand on it, it'd be class. But making just, I don't know, a game where like you just make your own character. Because it's Final Fantasy, it kind of doesn't make sense to me. It's always about the protagonist and the build and stuff. Like you could literally like create Squall, and then if you kill like the ultimate dungeon, like in the last part of the world map or whatever, it might be Sephiroth, and you might be able to drop his sword or his card or just whatever the version of it they go with. Maybe boss. I'd definitely pay for that. Nah, yeah, I wouldn't pay for it myself, to be honest, mate. No chance. I think I've missed out on the black belt.
Where's Grumpy?
I think this is where we're going to call it a day.
Got left behind, huh?
There's a save point just after this cinematic.
This is pointless. Can't keep up.
We'll save it there, and then we'll still be in Vile Peaks on Thursday night.
It's not over.
But we'll have a proper team.
I don't have one.
We come into a major encounter with the Dreadnought. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Not bad. Did you notice as well on the post on my page, the lad that commented above saying, "Oh, I'll definitely be there. Inbox me a message to let me know when you go live." Well, I've done that, and he ain't messaged me back.
Keep them coming. You can feel it when they go off.
Not making a wish, Hope?
Mom, you still believe in that kind of stuff? Wishing on fireworks? Really? That's for little kids.
What are you calling kid?
To you? What'd you wish for?
Oh, that next year, your father could come with us.
He read it as well. You know, it doesn't bother me.
Why?
You know,
it's better like this.
But to be honest, when I seen you both comment, in me head I was thinking, oh yeah, at least he's gonna come. And then it's you that actually came and sat through the whole thing.
The next day, soldiers sealed off the town, and we couldn't get back to Palom Polum. They forced us onto the train with everyone else. My mom, she was frantic. She wanted to get us home, so she tried to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
She got tricked.
I gathered, mate.
By Snow.
There's just a fella above you was like, oh, I'll definitely be there. I was made up, and then it was you that come and not him. So it was like
Let him worry.
the opposite way around to what I thought was going to happen.
He doesn't.
No, but it's nice that you've obviously supported me, because
Sass?
it means a lot.
It's nothing. Forget it.
The watch time alone. What? 3 hours 20 minutes. So if I made a 10-minute video,
This ought to do it.
I'm talking about, you know, well, 10 times 6 for an hour, isn't it? 60.
We've got time.
Another
Get you
60.
back home.
180 people
Your dad'll be happy
watching the whole video. 200 people watching the whole video just to make up that time. You know? Why streaming's good for you. That's why if I had any, in fact I'm just going to go back to see if I've not missed that black belt. If I had any advice for people starting out Twitch is so saturated. Hey, look, I've missed it down there. I'm gonna have to go and get that. Twitch is so saturated with good streamers that it's the way it's all set out is if you're playing a game, the person with the most views or viewers appears at the top. So then, with that being said, it's like the people who are just starting out are never going to get seen. Whereas with YouTube, it goes on watch time in the sense of you becoming an affiliate type of thing. And you're obviously picking up, you know, views and that through videos that you can make at the same time to drive an audience with like keywords with your videos. It's just a lot easier to build, I think, on YouTube, so that's why I made the decision not to go to Twitch. I'm not watching again here.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, even if like I was the best, like Black Ops 4 multiplayer player, I was dropping 50 kills, no deaths every single game. I'm just not gonna get seen on Twitch because I'd be at the bottom with no viewers. Why is it him?
Change in the play.
Yeah, they changed it, so if you like, for instance, like I've made a few videos where they may like get, I think one of my best videos on about 4,000 views, might be more. I've got one Final Fantasy video, one Division video, and it's because the title. So the first, the Division video was like insane DPS. Predator Mark build, so one of the main builds in the game. So people were constantly on YouTube looking for them videos because they wanted to find the best builds. And in all fairness, it wasn't clickbait, it was like it was a really good build. In fact, after I made it, I noticed a lot of people, not saying because of my video, but cottoned on to the fact that that was the best way to go about the build. So that got loads of interaction. Final Fantasy 1 was, I think it was based on Final Fantasy 7 Remake materia system, but then all my other videos don't do anywhere near as good as that. But it goes, so the way they've done it is now, instead of just being like 1,000 subscribers, for instance, I think actually I might be wrong with this, but I'm pretty sure you still have to have 1,000 subscribers, but you have to have 4,000 hours watched a year. That is like Rob seems to think that's not a lot, but I seem to think 4,000 hours is a hell of a lot, especially for a small YouTuber. But also it gives you a benefit of the simple fact that if you have a video that bangs, I mean like does so well, you could literally get that 4,000 hours watched in like a series of videos if you would just target like say new release info on something, you know, straight away. So you could have no subscribers, have a couple of videos that get like 20,000. Yeah. No, not live. Just in general. So if you watched, like, say for instance, you watched that 60-minute video that we done for the podcast. That class is 1 hour. If 4,000 people watch that, I'd be fine. But the majority of videos are like 10 minutes long. You don't want a video, you want it to be more than, there's like a threshold with YouTube. So if you want to use your account and make money from it, your video's got to be over 10 minutes long to have adverts in it. So a lot of people go for over 10-minute videos. So a 10-minute video, 6 people watch it for an hour. You know what I mean? So 6 times 4,000 or whatever it is. I don't know the maths to it, but my watch times. Oh, yeah, actually, so I might not. I might be completely wrong there. Might be more. But anyways, the threshold, you could nail it with a video. And then once you're done, it'll be like, okay, we'll monetize your adverts now. And as long as you keep up the said amount of hours a year, it's still like you can earn money from your channel. Whereas, like as you say, Twitch can get partnered and stuff being low down on a roster because somebody else has got more viewers than you. It's just a bit stupid. Yeah, so it's 4,000 watch hours. No, don't get me wrong, 4,000 people aren't going to watch my hour-long podcast. You know what I mean? I can think of it. I can have a little look at this, the things, but I think I'm only on about 400 watch hours. I could be wrong. I think it might be 4,000 minutes, I don't know. No. Definitely done more than that. Oh, cool, mate. It's good. We cover a lot of topics. If I remember correctly, I done a breakdown in the description of what we said at what point. So, like, say for instance, you get to a party you don't really want to, you're not interested about. Even though I think all the topics are engaging, and what I wanted more from it, to be honest, I made that video when I didn't have many subs. It was kind of like, if I made it now, maybe. The people we done it with, one of the fellows has got like 25,000 subscribers, I think. But he wasn't that big when we made it. Right, that is me done for tonight. I think I might just go and squeeze one episode of Daredevil or something in. But I have appreciated the fact that you've stuck around for 3.5 hours on a Tuesday night when you probably got work tomorrow as well. Spending time speaking and talking to me, all things Final Fantasy, crisps, cheesecakes and TV series and Netflix. It's been good. And if you do have time, I'll be back on Thursday at 9 PM. And if not, Sunday. So it'll be Sunday, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 PM till 12. But I'll speak to you on Facebook as well if you want to message me anything about the podcast, like you just want to chat about it, mate. Even if you wanted to bring other people into it, you could post a video in the Final Fantasy. Are you in the Final Fantasy HQ group? That's where we get so much interaction with like all our Final Fantasy stuff. I don't think I can add you on it. If you're not, because I'm not on your page, I can't send it on your page, but I'll put it in the chat. That's the Facebook group anyway. So if you haven't already, join that, and maybe if you want to talk about the podcast, make a post about it. Post a link saying I watched. Everyone knows me in there. I watched this earlier. These points were good. These points weren't great. Or like I didn't agree with this. I'm not. We're always up for debate. That was the whole point. And let me know what you think about it. Are you in that group though? Because if you're not, I'll accept you now, because they don't accept people unless they answer all the questions and stuff. And you don't have to if you're not, if I'm here now. Just put yeah or no, or whatever in the group, in the chat. It says join group, I was already in it. Alright. You've clicked to join. Let's have a look. I think I've just got the notification now. Actually, I had a feeling you were, because I didn't recognise your picture. I usually have like a bit of a... Like, my memory is usually quite good, you know. I forget the name, but like when you see something, it just sticks in your brain. It's like, if I learn anything, if you could tell me how to make a thumbnail. Like, for instance, when I told you before, you could tell me 10 times, it would not stick. But if I watched one YouTube video, I'd work out there's a term for it. You basically learn through visual. And that's me. So I didn't recognise your picture. Didn't think you were in there. But now you are. You'll always find me in there now that my main account's the owner. So if you ever want to chat, mate, or talk Final Fantasy, just post in there. But yeah, I'll be back Thursday, Sunday if you can drop by, or if you get time, and speak to you then, mate. But absolutely appreciate you sticking about. And obviously, if you ever get to a position where you want to give it a bash again, whether it just be make a video or stream, I can use the gaming lad, I can use the groups, I can use whatever to help you, mate. So just let me know. And I'll speak to you soon. See you later, mate.